Action. Alright, I'm back. You back. We back. Just like I saw you right now. It's me, your girl, P, your favorite bitch, and favorite witch. Welcome to this week's episode of Postscript. And for our first segment, as always, please hear the pieces. I am so happy that I found this. I have been looking for this since the summertime, probably. And that's why I stopped looking at Dollar Tree stuff on the internet. Because once I see something, I just be like, where's it at? Well, I can't find it in my store. And when I can't find it in my store, I do that. But this is the, what is it, soft vanilla? Yes, they have another one that's like caramel, something is like a brownish kind of bottle. I'm looking for that one too. But I did finally find this one. I'm so happy. This is plant-based powder, so it's made out of cornstarch. It's not, you know, the old school Johnson, none of that bad stuff is in there. I love the way that this smells. I already have some other powders that I like from Dollar Tree, like the blue one, the purple one, and the pink one. I put those on like before I go to sleep. It just makes you smell nice, and like I, you know, add some things to it, just, you know, a little razzle dazzle. But yes, and then of course also slash what's the tea? But it's another little segment we're gonna throw in for this week. Because I have on my Princeton's #1 girl t-shirt. I don't even know if you can see it, but the other final thing I want to talk about for Pieces is the dance class that I went to with Ray and Prodigy from out here. That was like never the thought never crossed my mind and that could ever even possibly happen. Like, what? But it was, oh my god, it was so much fun. It just really felt like back in the day. Like, I felt like I was like, oh my god, like at 15, 16 years old again, like in high school. But and then it made me think like, oh my god, who are the heartthrobs? Like, the girls don't even have heartthrobs now. Like, all the rappers is like, you know, gangster rappers, YNs and all that thing. Like, they don't have heartthrobs no more. Who the heartthrobs now? Like, I hate that for them. Also, slash questions that need answers. I curate collections, let's say. I hoard things, as I like to say. For example, like this t-shirt. I bought this t-shirt probably in 2012 or 13, something like that. Make merch like this again. Like, you know how old this t-shirt is and it still has words on it? You know how many times I washed it and it still has words on it? I cut it up and it has not completely fallen apart. It's just cut up. Like, they don't make merch like this no more. And then, like I said, I never even knew that I was going to get a chance to even do that. So that's why I just keep things that mean a lot to me. That, you know, most of the time I keep things because I bought them. No shade. But yeah. And then what pissed me off today obviously relates because Princeton, where you was at? Never mind. I'm not going to be shady. Because why you wasn't there? Like, what? Obviously, this week's bar for bar, we're going what used to be by Modest Behavior. That, all I'm going to say is we were robbed because most people only know, my girl, she loves me. Okay, that was a cute little pop-out hit, right? But on that second album, used to be, they got into their R&B bag, their Jodeci bag, they, you know, Yearner, they look like, you know what I'm saying? We got robbed and we didn't get to get more of that with them. I will say that. So this week's bar for bar used to be. And that just brings us to our next topic, which is conscious content. And it just is given like my Saturn return is returning. Because what do you mean? And then not to mention, okay, cool, I went to the dance class with Ray and Prod. That was so much fun. All the things, got my little pictures and all that. But don't forget, I'm going to see B2K in like 2 weeks. And it's a meet and greet at that concert too. So I just felt like that was a little preparation that I didn't even know was going to happen. Because I been knew I was going to see B2K. I been got them tickets. But the Modest Behavior thing, that just kind of popped up. And I was like, well, at first I was like, no, that's whatever. I'm not going to go. Whatever. Like, whatever. I was like, I've met them before. Like, all of them together. All things. Whatever. So, then I was like, I'm going to regret more not going than if I go. So, just go. So, I did take, you know, my DVD with me so that they could sign it. Some other girls bought posters, and I was like, oh my god, I love your poster. And then one of the girls was like, oh my, I didn't even think to bring the DVD. Like, everybody bought posters. That's so different. Like, why you even bring a poster? And I said, oh, because my poster already signed. By all four, too. Like, from way back in the day. But, yeah. So, that's why I feel like it's important for you to do shadow work and for you to really lock in with your inner child so that you can do things that bring you joy. And for our last and final segment, hashtag I cannot make this shit up. We are officially finally in Pisces season. So happy birthday to y'all. As of February the 18th until March the 20th. You Pisces it's a lot. So be aware. So I also did find it interesting that on February the 22nd, that was on the Sunday, the same day as the class with MB, if I'm not mistaken, that Venus trined Jupiter. So to me, that gives a honey jar vibes, sweetener vibes, give just something sweet and nice to experience and have and be around. So it's just like, what's the odds that the dance class was on that day too? So on February the 25th, Mercury also will retrograde in the sign of Pisces. And as we talked about maybe 2 weeks ago, Mercury is in its detriment and in its fall in the sign of Pisces. If you need to know what that means, go back 2 episodes. Mercury is the communicator, and like I said, Pisces, it could be a lot. It has no ends. It knows no bounds. The limit does not exist. So create boundaries and limits. Because don't forget, we're also in the eclipse portal, and then, Mercury station retrograde. So be aware, like we've been talking about the signs, the messages, the reoccurring conversations, the things that keep returning, coming back, spinning the block, circling, all of the things. And I don't know where this came from, but when I was writing down the things for the show, the script for this week, all I heard was a voice that said, "What's cute and not cunt beside these niggas?" Like, they be cute, but they do not be cunt. Like, they don't. What don't you say? You look a mess, hoe. You weak bitches ain't cunt or fetch, hoe. Like, they just, I don't know. But that was funny. I just wanted to share that. So think about the things that are cute, but they aren't cunt because they have to go. We're only sort of cute and cunt, not either or. Speaking of boundaries and limits and understanding when to say it's enough, Mercury is the communicator, right? So with the communicator being retrograde in Pisces, things are not as they seem. And if we're going to talk about things being communicated, we're going to talk about the inner calm, inner voice. You know what I'm saying? The voice in your head. It may be overdoing it, just doing a lot because it's in Pisces and then it's in retrograde, so don't even really know what's going on. So it kind of could be giving you something that you don't need, but something you might like. So just be aware of your mind racing and thoughts and things just feeling like it's on go, 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 go. Because take your time to breathe and pause and slow down. As I always put on here, check your nervous system and endocrine system. This is the time to ground and really take a step back. Because there can be a lot of confusion and combustion going on. It gets very much stay dangerous because ain't none of these niggas safe. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, pause and reflect. And then with the retrograde, we aren't. And then with Pisces, you know what I'm saying? It being the dreamer, illusion, delusion. We're not doing stuff just to feel alive, like we talked about. And not making harsh or brash, permanent decisions on things. And also not feeling paranoid when I say stuff like that. Avoid wanting to crash and burn or like give up, be over it. Throw the towel in. I believe it was Maddie that said confidence is calm and it's aligned, and then chaos is something that needs to be checked at the door. But don't be a person who suppresses chaos or tries to avoid it. Check it at the door. Resolve it and remove it. Move on. And then also you can cry about it because it's Pisces season. It's a lot of water, a lot of things going on, a lot of emotions, a lot of hopes and dreams and wishes and maybe lies you've been telling yourself that's going to be revealed. So it's okay. But don't be like I said, trying to be sad just to feel something. Boast up on it. Feel it and then figure out what you want to do to change it. The retrograde, like we talked about, just prepare extra. Bring extra, grab an extra, remember an extra, plan for extra with your time. Check your reminders, all these things. Unexpected changes or minor inconveniences really take you over the edge. That's what happens in the retrograde for a lot of the time. So just be aware of that and try not to explode. Because I'm the kind of person, first minor inconvenience, I want to do dangerous things to you. So just remember to breathe, get your rest, and I wish you well. Please make sure you come back next week. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Thanks for watching. You know how we end the show. Just be mad because they be hating. And bitches be hating because they be mad.